so much together. The first person I've ever met who understands me, who thinks the way I do, who gets me. Am I crazy? Am I wrong? Because you are important to me. If you're just not attracted to me, I could understand that. I know you can't choose who you want. You can't control those feelings. The heart wants what the heart wants. But if we could choose, then I could stop wanting you. I know it doesn't work that way, so if you just don't like me, but you do, don't you? You must. I mean, at least a little. You can't find me too repulsive. I mean, you're the one who kissed me. Did I do something wrong? Was I not good? Was I too easy? Was I supposed to be hard to get? I don't know how to be coy and play games. No one ever explained the rules to me. All I know how to do is to be honest, and you said that was something that you loved about me. Is it? Are you ashamed? Is that why you're pretending like it didn't happen? That's it, isn't it? You're ashamed. Right. Who wouldn't be ashamed to be with me? I'm Dogface. You can sex Dogface behind closed doors, but you can't introduce her to your friends. You can't bring her home to meet your mother. You said you're not ready. Is anyone ever ready for their lives to change? How do you expect to learn anything? We make all kinds of errors and feel like idiots, and welcome to the human condition. Trial and error. It's the only way we're going to learn. You said you don't want to get serious. But how am I supposed to be so casual about something this intense, this rare? You're the first person to ever see me. How can that not be a big deal? Look at me. Look at me. How many chances am I going to have in this life? I think I could love you. I think you could love me. And if I'm crazy, okay, I'm crazy. And if I'm wrong, then alright, I'm wrong. But if you're just too chicken shit to deal with the possibilities of something so real and rare and like altering, then and I'm not sure I want to be in love with someone so stupid.
We always take our parents for granted. And I was no different. As much as I hated them sometimes, things were good. Really good with my parents. They weren't well educated, they didn't graduate high school. But they always did the right thing. They fought daily at keeping food on the table and their kids in school. My brother and I weren't at all interested in school. When I was in grade 8, my brother was arrested in grade 11 for drug trafficking. I was angry. I never felt like I fit in, and no one seemed to want me around. By the time I reached high school, I was failing all my classes and being suspended every other month for fighting. Then one day, my brother calls and says he managed to get his CXCs in jail. He said he wanted to turn his life around. He wanted me to just try and do the same. That's when my brother and I pledged to make something of ourselves, improve our family. I vowed to be the first to graduate high school. I spent the summer trying to catch up on all that I had missed. I did everything I could to improve my grades. Next 2 years, I was getting straight A's. I made an honor roll and I graduated high school. My parents were ecstatic. My brother was so proud of me. Actually cried. He never get to make it to graduation though. Wasn't released until a month later. The week before graduation is when the first call came. My brother was killed in the shower by another inmate. Parents went to the body, to the prison to identify his body, collect his things. That's when the second call came. On their way home, my parents stopped at a restaurant to purchase dinner. A man hid in the back of their car. About 2 miles down the road, him kidnapped them, stripped them naked, shot them at point blank range. Killer had escaped from the same prison my brother was murdered in. After my parents were killed, I went to live with my cousin and their family until I graduated. They live near a beach. I'm there every night to sit and think. One day, my English teacher suggested that I start writing in a journal. I told my cousin, She gave me one of her black journals and she dared me to try it. I tried it and I was hooked. It's writing. It gave me a new perspective. It made things more bearable. It helped me to imagine the pain away. As each page filled, the pain subsided. The memories became warm. The world seemed more pleasant. As the ink dried, I began to find the thing I'd missed most. Myself. On those pages, I apologized to my parents 100 of times. I just wish I could talk to them. Just explain my past alienation. Just say the things I could never say when they were alive. All I had to say was just 2 words. Just express the words of my heart that were weighing down on my soul. Just 2 words. And I couldn't manage to even utter a sound. These 2 words are feared by millions. Although millions before me have said it, millions more will mouth it after me, and millions more say it every day. Hearing these 2 words out loud for the first time, by default, is life-changing and is a catalyst for change. I practiced it for almost a year before I developed the courage to tell them. I'm gay. But that was the same day they died.
Hi, Mom. At age 13, my mother knew I wasn't straight. She didn't understand, but she had so much to say. She sat me on the couch, looking me straight in my face, and said, "You'll burn in hell, you'll probably die